I don't think consistency is queen anymore. I used to think that. I used to think showing up was really the game, not in the world of AI. I'm Jen Lederer. I'm a communication strategist. I help executives and teams and entrepreneurs communicate with clarity, creativity, and impact. And I use some AI integration to help me get to the human faster. And I can talk more about that later. In fact, I'm leading a workshop on July 30th at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's called AI for HR, Your People Problems Solved. If you want more about my approach to how the robots can help you get to the work of connection faster and more efficiently, come join me. Okay. Curiosity beats consistency in today's world. People are obsessed with getting to the answer, writing the content, building the workflow, like getting everything to work like a well-oiled machine. Fine, go for it. And what is behind all of that, right? When there is no creative process to what it is you are building out, when there were more answers than questions, when we are no longer challenging ourselves to look at something from a million different points of view, because we are just so obsessed with got to show up, got to churn out, got to put out the next thing. There is, you can feel it. And I think so much of what we see online feels empty. It feels like there was no creative process and only creative output. And seeing people water down and completely get rid of that space of the unknown, the space between having a goal, knowing you need to have a difficult conversation, sharing a vision, right? That space between knowing you have to do it and then actually going to do it, and what happens in between there, and the questions that need to be asked, so that you know yourself, your voice, your brand, your perspective, your stance, your integrity. And that drives all of the decisions that are made, that drives how you are creating the process. All of that is being taken out because the thought process is now done for you, even though it has been proven over and over again that these LLMs are not thinking. They are remixing words and grammar differently than how you put it in. So it's the illusion of a creative process. It's the illusion of digging deep and looking at things from different, angles and scenarios. But true curiosity, taking time to pause, feel into what needs to come next, that is being lost. And it is a huge loss, I think, to, everything, but business. When I work with executives on how to optimize the talent that they are working with, it starts with them being inquisitive. It starts with them getting curious about how they got to this point, about how they've led their team to this moment. And that can be a very uncomfortable space to sit in. It's a space that I love holding for people. Um, but when you are willing to sit in that moment, it's of not knowing. You know, it's the same way that oftentimes now when I'm in a conversation and I'm trying to think of something and that knee-jerk reaction to Google it, I've actually I've paused. I still Google it. Listen, I'm not better than you. Um, but I've paused and felt into the feeling of what if I just don't know? And then, you know, experiencing what happens in that moment and experiencing what can be inspired from that moment. So I would love to know your opinion or perspective on if you think curiosity is better than consistency, better than, you know, getting the answers and churning it out and moving it forward in today's world. Are we losing the pressure that creates diamonds in the friction that comes with a creative process that requires stepping into the unknown and staying there? I say we are losing a lot with our obsession with just getting the answer and moving on to the next thing, and we're not connecting the dots within our own content creation, within our own creative process, because it's outside of us. Some thoughts that I'm bringing to the table. I would love to hear your perspective on this. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. And if you want to learn my take on some really cool AI tools that I am using to help my clients get to these moments of curiosity, get to these moments of potential, and really stepping into a creative process with the support of technology. I would love to see you at my workshop next Wednesday, July 30th, 12 p.m. Eastern. Link to register is with this video. See you tomorrow.